The market dances around but pushes higher into Trump speaking, big tech earnings, and end of month. Can the bulls push through, or is it time for a turn down? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so in our last videos, we've been talking about this move up, heading toward the 5,700 region. Whether we get the zigzags down or not, still to be determined, but the market did continue to push higher toward that key 5,600 level as we head into Trump speaking, big tech earnings, and the end of the month. So now the question is, will the bulls be able to push through this resistance, or is it time for a little bit of a pullback? I'll get into that in just one second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, as I mentioned yesterday, I will be starting a podcast here in the next week or two that is about psychological investing and how we sabotage ourselves and how you can fix that. It will be a deep dive into those topics, as that is the #1 crusher of accounts. So keep an eye out for that. It will be on my YouTube channel. It'll have its own playlist. You should be able to find it, and I'll point it out on these videos. Now, as always, before we jump into the main charts, let's jump in and take a look at how our indicator did. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 5-minute SPY chart, and this is in Trading View. And if you're new here, we've created our own day trading and swing trading indicator. It's called IWJ Pivot Point Pro. Now, in these videos, we tend to go over the day trading results more than the swing, but the swing trading is very powerful as well. I have demonstrated it on the Mag 7, gold, Bitcoin, and several other stocks, so check those videos out. We are in Trading View. This is a Trading View only indicator, so you must have a Trading View account in order to use it. And had a really nice day. We live stream this. We live stream every Tuesday, so you can check that out on YouTube as well. And what you're looking at here on the left in yellow, that is the pre-market. On the right in blue, that is the post-market. And then the buys and sells and stuff in the middle are from IWJ Pivot Point Pro. We hit the eyeball, they go away. We hit it again and they come back. So they're on the chart here and updating in real time. The chart is moving still because the market is in the after hours movement. Right out of the gate today, we did get a buy signal on the very first candle of the day. Rocket ride higher. Again, you can check the live stream. This was a really nice winner for us. We actually stopped out on this pullback here, and then they took it a little bit higher. This sell here, not as good. We did take this sell here for a winner. This sell was a loser, and then this sell here was a nice winner. And we had a really nice winning day today on the indicator. That is the norm. Of course, we do have bad days. Of course, we have losing days. That is part of trading. But more often than not, we have winning days. And more importantly, we have disciplined setup, structure, and rules for you to follow that are really simple. It's not like there's 20 rules and you got to remember them all. Really basic rules on how to trade it. Basically, it's on a trend day, you kind of sit out. And on after 10 o'clock, you don't trade. And 3 strikes and you're out. Those are the 3 basic rules. Pretty simple stuff. And guys, it's helping hundreds of traders beat the market as a super simple indicator for you to use, but it's really complicated on the back end. Underneath the hood, it's looking at price action. It's looking at volume. It's looking at support and resistance. It's actually 175 different things that it's looking at, all at the same time to bring you the best possible trade entries with the most probability of winning. And that's really what trading is about, is taking probabilities and doing it over and over again. And that's really what we'll discuss in that psychological podcast that I talked about. So we get a huge edge here with the indicator. And as long as you apply it properly, you will do well. You can see on the screen for the first quarter of the year, we are up $29,000. Matt has it as 31 because he wanted me to switch to 30 contracts in March. I did not do that. I stayed at 25. So it's actually 29,000 for the first quarter on a 100K account. That's 29% up. All of our trades are detailed. We have every single one written down. And these are results chronicled by a paid subscriber. So he doesn't work for me. He just keeps me honest. You can see also that people are using this to take vacations, to they're calling it a cheat code. You know, Ira here says that the winning days far outweigh the losing days, which is true. And we have a great time doing it. Our community is amazing if you want to get in that as well. But this indicator, guys, is making the market understandable, taking the emotion out of trading, which is really where you need to be, and helping users make money. So if you want to be a part of this, there's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link. There's a it'll take you right over to our website. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. You'll see at the top our monthly rooms. I'll talk about those later. We also have our daily live call that you can join if you want to see what the rooms are about for a cheaper price, just to get a little taste of it. And then you'll see our trading view indicators, guys. $59 for the month, $590 for the year. You do get 2 months free if you go for the year. And there's a 30-day money-back guarantee on both because I know that you're going to love it, and I want you to have it and at least try it out. You can take it and put it on your chart. You can paper trade or not trade at all and just watch how it does and say, wow, it really does what he said, or it doesn't do what I said. And if you don't like it, shoot me an email and say, hey, it wasn't for me. I tried it out, and I would be happy to refund your money. If you watch the live stream, there was a guy on there who actually did get a refund and then came back and rebought it because he was learning how to trade and he wanted to step back, came back and got his refund and then got back into the indicator. But his point was, the refunds are there, guys. I'm not here for anything other than to help you be a better trader. And if it's not helping you, I am happy to get you your money back and take back the indicator off your chart. So check it out, guys. Helping hundreds of traders make money in these crazy, crazy markets. And I want you to be a part of it. Now, let's jump into the charts and take a look. So just to recap, we talked about 4 potentially being done as a flat up here and moving on in 5. They are pressing on 5600 ES. They got up to about 5593 or so today. That is going to be a level they need to get through. From there, if they can get through, we would look to 5670 on the SPX, 5700, 5710 on the ES for a gap fill and to get into this breakdown area where we saw the market just absolutely collapse. So there should be plenty of supply here. We would expect a rejection off of that level. If we get a 3-wave rejection, we would expect bullish behavior back to all-time highs. If we get a 5-wave rejection, we would expect a bearish bounce and then a bigger breakdown and a much bigger correction. Again, there's no point in putting the cart before the horse here. We're coming up into a time where we can have some more information that will tell us which way we're headed in the medium to long term. And that's when we can start to make different adjustments on our long-term stuff. So the alternate path would be a wave 4 that's a little bit bigger and then back higher to 5700. You do have, I believe, some catalyst after the bell, and then tomorrow you have earnings for Meta and Microsoft that will obviously act as a catalyst for the market as well. So it would not shock me if we gapped up tomorrow morning, buying into those earnings and then sold after the bell. That wouldn't be a total shock, but we play it step by step, level by level, and that's what we're doing. So we're looking for this 5th wave to end. Again, any breakdown below this 5350 area is going to be considered bears taking back at least short-term control, and depending on what kind of structure we get, if it's 3 waves, then it would be short-term, but if it's 5 waves, then the bears are starting to flex their muscle and push down on the market again. Any questions on the ES and what we're expecting? Okay, over to the NASDAQ. So the NASDAQ following the path pretty well. They came up to the 1764, pulled back to the 1236, pretty standard, and now have the potential to break out here. We would expect them to extend up to the 19837 level. They did push back above these highs right here and closed above those highs. So the NASDAQ does look a little stronger into the close. Again, the target area we're looking for is 19837 all the way up to as high as 20,500 if they want to extend a little bit. That would not necessarily be my primary path, but they can definitely come all the way up to this B wave high. We would still look for some kind of rejection here. Again, a 3-wave rejection leads us to more of a bullish setup where we're going to go higher. A 5-wave rejection leads us to more of a bearish setup where we get a corrective bounce and then an overall breakdown and what would be a very ugly market in the longer term. So still not there yet. Don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but we have pretty clear parameters back below this. 19163 zone would be a warning to the bulls. Excuse me, I'm back below this 18600 zone would be a warning to the bulls. This would be an indication that we're going to have a bigger wave 4 pullback. So alternate path, if they get below this 19181 area would be something like this in a bigger wave 4, and then wave 5 back up into this 19837 area. However, given the overall posture of the NQ right now, I do favor the direct move higher slightly. but we are kind of tracing this out as a diagonal. So the rejection out of this area could be big and fast. Guys, if you love the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link, and it'll take you right over to our website. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible monthly plans, and they both come with a 7-day free trial. That's because I want you to get in there. I want you to make sure you love it and become part of the trading team before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. You literally have nothing to lose by checking us out. We also have our educational material. If you scroll down a little further on the page, you're going to see our indicators, which you saw in the first part of the video, and also our courses. We have our Trade Waves Academy course, and right now I am giving 50% off of this course if you get the yearly indicator. So if you buy the yearly indicator right now, you're getting 2 months for free on that, and then you get Trade Waves Academy 50% off. In Trade Waves Academy, we go over all of the things that are outside of Elliott Wave to put a complete package together. We go over market psychology, capital management. You can see all the modules here on the screen. Options trading basics, candlestick patterns, how to trade price action, bull and bear traps, how to identify market reversals, fib levels and why they're important, how to identify key support and resistance, and trade setups and proper risk reward. All of this comes inside of Trade Waves Academy. On top of that, you get our Elliott Wave for Beginners course included in this price, and you get the Advanced Elliott Wave for free included in this price. So for $497, you get all of those modules I just said, plus the Beginners course, plus Advanced Elliott Wave. It's an incredible deal, and you can get it for half off right now if you get the yearly indicator. Now, as I did mention, we do have our Advanced and our Beginners Elliott Wave courses. In our Advanced course, we're going through a lot of the things we're seeing on the charts right now. A lot of those things are the advanced fib levels, the diagonals, double and triple threes, flats, triangles, trading Elliott Wave, which right there, that is worth the price of admission. People don't understand that there's 2 paths, and how do you trade them if there's up and down? It's because you trade setups, and there are very good setups in Elliott Wave Theory. You have to know how to spot them and trade them, and we talk about that here so that you can understand how to do this course. Now, I understand if this is too advanced. You can see, though, that our traders love it. But if you need to get started at the beginning, we have our Elliott Wave for Beginners online course, and this course is really helping traders understand a complex market in a way that makes sense. It's extremely confusing when good news makes the market go down, bad news makes the market go up. It stops at random places. You don't know what's going on. That's because the news cycles were garbage. Elliott knew this long ago. He knew that key levels mattered. It's not random, and you're able to find these key levels, and this is what gives you a huge advantage over the rest of the market. In this course, you get 25 videos where we go through your introduction. We have to introduce you to Elliott Wave Theory. We have to get your mindset right and give you the KISS method, how this works and why it works. It's very scientific based. People think it's just, oh, you just make a wave up. No, very scientific based. It's outstanding. Chart setup and tools. We go through all of your chart setups, every tool you need to use with Elliott Wave, how to use it and why we use it, and then the Elliott Wave for Beginners area where we go through each of the waves, how to find the key levels, how to understand impulsive and corrective waves, how to know where to get these measurements, the corrective depth theory, the theory of alternation, the pivot, everything you need to make sense of an irrational market. Now, the really cool thing about both of these courses is there's several ways to get them cheap or for free. You can get them both at a $37 discount with our Elliott Wave course bundle. You can get them for free in our Trade Waves Academy course. If you buy that, they are included in that course. Or if you just want to get them at a low monthly cost, you simply get one of our monthly rooms, as the Elliott Wave courses are included in this price. In our first room, the Invest with Jacob room, we give you all of your real-time market updates, all of your buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions are answered. The midday video that you watch in these calls, that's live for everybody in these rooms. And then you get the beginners and the advanced course included in this price. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing and day trade. So we do trade quite often in my room. Now, if you're looking for futures trading, individual stocks, income trading, and advanced trading, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as the individual stocks, the futures trading, his income trading method that just kills it, and his reduced risk binary method that gets you in at a cheap price, get you huge multiples on your money, and it's how he structures that trade that's so unique. That's why you get a 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into an account trading mini ES futures, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we'd love to have you in these rooms so we can all make money together. Thank you for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with your next market update.